Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Miller, and today is going to be a different kind of lecture. Anything you glean from it cannot be written down or discussed, starting now. We're going to be studying an SCP today, and so you understand the exact number I'm referring to, I'm going to send it in Morse code. Understand? Good. So, today, I'm going to tell you a story. You can connect the dots for yourself. I can't tell you anything beyond this, so don't bother asking. You all ready? Okay. Also, I'm going to be using background music. All right. Once upon a time, in the magical land of Foundario, there was a little boy called Tiberius who lived in a castle. Tiberius was a bit of an outcast. He was very tall and didn't look like other little boys. His arms were huge and always seemed to be covered in sticky slime, and he could also magically walk through the walls of the castle. As a result of this, he mostly just hid away in his room and never wanted to come out. But there were some things that would pique his attention. You see, Tiberius was a very curious boy. Anytime anyone spoke or wrote about him, he would come and visit them and sometimes invite them back to his room so they could find out more about him. But only the rulers of the land and the people on the 4th floor of the castle even knew about Tiberius. Nobody else was deemed important enough. So, time went on, and the king grew curious. In secret, the king ordered the people on the 4th floor to find out more about Tiberius. They gathered 2 domestic servants and sent them to the cellar and ordered them to perform simple tasks to find out more about their friend, Tiberius. The first servant, David, was given a piece of parchment and asked to write down what he saw on the wall next to him, which happened to be a drawing of Tiberius. Midway through writing, David heard something behind him. He turned around and was shocked to see Tiberius standing right in front of him. Tiberius looked happy that someone was writing about him. So much so that he grabbed the piece of parchment, and as quick as he grabbed it, he disappeared, presumably right back to his room. David was scared, as he'd never seen anything quite like that before, and had to visit the castle apothecary to receive a memory-erasing potion. Because of this task, the king knew that he couldn't let anyone else see this drawing, because not everyone would want Tiberius stealing their parchments. The second servant, Damien, had a slightly different task than David. He was to look at the same picture, but instead of writing down what he saw, he was ordered to talk about it out loud. Just like before, midway through speaking, before Damien even got a chance to turn around, Tiberius magically appeared, grabbed Damien, and with a giggle and a smile, vanished, taking Damien with him, presumably back to his room. After this task, it is rumored that Damien went to live with Tiberius because no one ever saw him again. This was the last test that the king would ever ask anyone to participate in, because the king loved his people and didn't want them all moving to Tiberius's room and never coming back. In the end, it seemed like Tiberius was just lonely and wanted some friends, and after the king's tasks, it seemed he had a friend. But now, the tasks had been completed. The king knew everything he needed to know. All the drawings and parchments describing Tiberius were hidden away in the castle library, and he was never mentioned in the kingdom of Foundario ever again. Okay, the story's over. You now know what you're supposed to know. I'm gonna say this one more time. Do not talk about what you think you know, or write about it. Although, I suspect if you really understood this story, you won't. Thank you all for listening, and you are all dismissed. Goodbye. Oh, by the way, you have homework. I want to see some drawings next time you come in here of what we just talked about, okay? Thank you. Okay, go away. I'm done. I would like to give a special thank you to Desmond Haskins, Dustin Koski, Alan Setzer, Premier Romanov, Tyver Ball, and Dr. Mortis. Thank you all so much for your support. It's greatly appreciated. If you would like a special thank you at the end of each of my videos, and some other cool stuff as well, visit patreon.com/TheVulcan. Thank you.